What's going on, guys? Alexander Thomas here. Welcome back to the Magic Tournament. Today we are going to be doing the Blood deck. Sounds kind of creepy. Sounds a little creepy, doesn't it? Today's deck is based off of making as much blood as we possibly can. Bloods are tokens that allow you to pay one, tap it, sacrifice it, and you get to draw a card. You get discard a card and then draw a card. Sounds like a little bit of a weak sort of deck to me, but we'll see how it works out. I thought the depth was gonna be pretty bad, and it turned out to be a pretty good deck. All the decks were really close for those decks. Anyways, here is the deck list. We got Blood Harvester in here, along with some things that really benefit getting blood. I can also sacrifice a creature or a blood token using this creature's effect to go ahead and make my opponents lose 2 life. I'm going to play styles. Why not? How much we can also just deal damage like crazy. We got 4 Evolving Wells in this deck, and everything is about creating fountains. Just to remind you how it works, we play our first 2 games against the bot. The next 2 games will be against Historic or Standard, depending on whether it's Historic or Standard. And then the last game will be in Historic mode. Couldn't tell you how this deck's going to work. It could be in the best. Don't forget, this is Season 1. We got Season 2 coming up in the fall. And I honestly think this is a deck that could potentially have some reasonable chance. It thinks, however, it is a 4-color deck. Let me just remind you guys, it most certainly is not a 4-color deck. No matter what it says. I don't think I have any cards. Maybe a Cyborg does. Oh, that's what it is. I don't think the Cyborg really helps me too much here, though. Especially since none of the cards are actually a part of the red. There are a few things that might be helpful, but I don't see any lessons in this deck, so that explains why it is thinking it is a 4-color deck. It most certainly is not. Looking at the Strixhaven, the only lessons that would even make sense to put in this deck that I currently have are like elemental summoning or any of these special creatures. I'm probably going to equip this one in here and these 2 in here, just to make them have a reasonable place for their advantage. Alright, let's go and get into the Blood deck. This sounds weird. And we'll see how it works. First 2 games are against the bot. And just to remind you, for these things, I have to hold on to whatever hand I get. It doesn't matter if it's a great hand, a bad hand, an awful hand, 7 lands, it doesn't matter. I have to hold on to the entire game.
Hey, look! I'm a planeswalker.
Yeah, no one cares. So this deck is probably one I would have mulliganed normally. If I get 1 land, I can play this into the field. I didn't get a land. Problem is, green's probably not. It's probably the worst deck I could have had. Oh my goodness. Really? 2 of these next? I might lose against the bot for this very reason. I can't play anything. Oh look, land. Put that in the field. I get to do nothing, however, because it doesn't have anything special. I can block the thing that gives it extra power. That's pretty much all I can do. And we have literally lost the first game against the bot. Nope, this is game over. Game's over. We lost against the bot. That does not look fit. Now that was kind of a fluke game because of the fact that I started off with a terrible hand. Hopefully this hand gets a little better. I need to have at least one of each of the lands in this, for this deck to even function, to be honest. See, this one I can deal with.
Let's get started.
Land, put down the field. It's blue this time. So human is not human. We'll do this. Going to get 2 blood tokens. It's not human. I will do it again. Get a few more blood tokens. Not in the best situation here. Land. Gain control of this creature because it's the only creature I can really gain control of. Oh, I'm so sorry you feel that way. Return target creature's owner's hand. Well, I'll meet to play it again, so I mean. It helps me out a little bit, I guess. Oh, exile top 2 cards left. I can play one of them this turn. No, we are totally discarding cards here. That card's useless. I'll play Poet's Quill right now. I can learn. At this point, scry 2 and draw a card is probably the best one. And we will go ahead and do it again. Get rid of the one. I don't think there's any humans in this deck, to be honest. In that deck, for the blue ones. Might be wrong. Okay, I can play this at least in the field. Plenty of blood tokens, that's not a problem. Oh, good grief. So this deck must be like the worst deck. Wow, I lost. Look, it doesn't even matter. I can block this creature here, and I still have 3 damage. This deck so far has not shown up to its potential, which means likely, and honestly, it has to win all 3 of these games. I'm not even sure I want to play any of the additional games for that very reason. And not only that, I'm pretty sure this is a historic deck. Let's see if we can do it in standard. Oh, I can do it in standard. We'll do it standard. If I can do it standard, we're doing standard. We gotta play all 5 games because we've done it with every other deck, but I feel very hopeless about this deck. So it is a standard deck. Oh, cool, we can get this one out and get so much on knife. I will put this out on the field to place this, make you lose 2 life. I grant 2 blood tokens. This is the main character in this entire deck, by the way, so. Don't need to worry about that. We're going to want to put this under the field. I'm not getting a whole lot right now, but we can deal with it right now. He sacrificed. Oh, Evolving Wilds are ridiculously good with these landfall decks. Anything that has that sort of ability. Good news is I can get rid of it. First, we'll go ahead and get rid of this. Sacrifice it. We're gonna get a red land. I'm destroying this. Give me some chance here. If it's a landfall deck, I think there's a little chance I'm gonna have haste. I put this onto the field, 4/5 creature. When one or more vampires enters the battlefield, and let me guess, he's not to destroy bases. Will he attack? Is the question. No, not in the moment. Gain control of one of your creatures. Attack with both. Makes sense to me. I don't care about the order so much. It's really, that probably was a mistake to attack with it. Oh, wonderful. 4/4 creature. And we literally couldn't got a worse hand, to be honest. Good news is we can just just sacrifice stuff until we get a card we need. We can do that. And we do it again. Discard this card. Okay. This is a tough one here. Has first strike as long as it's attacking. Two lands, my goodness. He paid the kicker too. Nope. Well, we will do this. Equip for 2. Equip this for 2. To survive, I gotta attack. So I survive as of right now. Unless it gives you haste and nice things. Okay, game over. And this deck has consistently lost 3 games straight. Was it 3 games? Standard play. I mean, we're going standard because there's just no reason for us to do historic here. But honestly, losing 3 games straight doesn't well. Also, that puts it out of the playoffs. It does not allow. It cannot be in the playoffs. That's the point. I actually don't think the. Oh, we'll keep this again because we don't have a choice. We actually have some plays that we can play early on. We do have some early plays. Oh, okay. Well, one question mark. and that is a legal concede for her. So I guess we get a win there. I mean, it already can't make the playoffs. Even with a win out from this game, it can't make playoffs. It's eliminated. Or, well, it could be in the top 2, I guess, but I somehow doubt that it will end up that way. Well, we were playing someone who has 250 cards in their library. Maybe. We have some chance. So I can do this. You 2. Down the field, gotta sacrifice it for black. Can't lose a snowland. Oh, cool. We get this. will activate its ability. We'll go ahead and get a tapped red land this time. Who knows? This might be a win. Kinda doubt it, but you know, our deck's kinda slow. So this is going to be add 2 mana in one color. I'm going to go ahead and use that, discard a card, draw a card. That's fine. We get a blood token. We have plenty of blood tokens. We have also 4 blood tokens. Okay. So in that case, we're just going to deal 2 damage to everything that's not vampire. Don't want that card, which is a good discard. Put a harmony counter on it. Pay 4 green, and you get to search your library for a creature that has 1 mana, I guess. Oh dear, that's not good. Yeah, let's just say no. Bye. Get rid of it. I don't want to hear. Yay, we're gonna win this game. Nope, we are getting rid of it. And that's game over. Let's say it was lucky. It doesn't qualify for the playoffs at this moment in time. However, any deck can officially qualify for the playoffs after all of the decks have played. I'm very glad I did not test that one out for anyways. Anyways, that is the end of this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Best match of videos will be up in the corner, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to keep your game on. And see you in the next video.